Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and today we're starting Edna and Harvey, The Breakout. This is a game from 2008 that promised in 2018 that a 10-year anniversary remake was coming out. Unfortunately, it's running on Java, so they really would have to go back to the drawing board and probably remove it and fully remake the game. This is a didactic point-and-click adventure game. For Halloween month, it's kind of probably going to be a bit of a stretch. I doubt this is going to be a super scary game, and typically I try to keep scary games the scariest of the scariest games in Halloween month. Generally speaking, if a game just has zombies in it, I'll play it any month of the year, but I'm running into certainly a shorter list of kid-friendly scary games, so I figured I'd try this. Yeah, there might, by the time this airs, since I'm recording this, on April 30th, to start with, by the time October comes out, possibly the 10th anniversary version of this game will be out, which would be definitely appreciated because it certainly was an extra bit of the standard. You have to go into the properties of the executable and adjust the screen DPI to get full screen to actually work on Windows 10. I won't go into the full details on how to do that. You can look in the discussions on Steam to explain how to get it to work. But this is definitely probably only 800 by 600 pixels with black bars on the side. It gave my recording software trouble also. All the didactic games I've seen have the achievements built into the application, which I find is helpful. But then the low DPI kind of hides the fact that there is a check button you have to click here. And as far as options, there's really nothing here except for there's a secondary launcher that would do, I think, developers commentary. This window, by the way, is see-through, so you're getting this faded image of a character over Edna, which is weird. So yeah, we will be playing as Edna. This is Harvey. There's two games in this series. We'll very possibly play them both back to back. She has only 4 toes and 4 fingers, or 3 fingers and a thumb. And they're in a cartoon world. They don't have noses, things like that. That's probably more setup than we need to know. If a 10th anniversary version came out of this, that would probably be good, but we're gonna have to really see if the game itself is worth it, because sometimes the didactic games, in particular, like Deponia, some of those Deponia games were okay, some of them really weren't. But that's enough setup. Let's begin. And I clicked new game, and then it took a really long time to load. So I don't believe this is before the first Deponia game. I'd have to go back and do some research, but I'm fairly certain Deponia 1, the first one, was the first didactic game of note. And the Wikipedia article on this says this game is like the LucasArts Scum Engine games, but it's not actually a Scum Engine game. I checked that just to see if that would work. At least the version on Steam isn't. It would probably run better if it was using the old script creation utility for Maniac Mansion. I have the subtitles on. I am not sure that there actually is any dialogue in this game, which is going to be weird for a point-and-click adventure, certainly. So, where we wake up in a sanitarium.
What's going on?
Oh, good. Actual language.
Nothing. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doopy-doo.
Pah.
So we are kind of clearly playing as a lunatic who seemingly deserves to be probably not in a padded room, which the padded room just jumped into the game. Notice the chair was not there before. Why there would be a table in a padded room makes no sense. Why there would be a chair makes no sense. And why the padded room would have corners that are hard makes no sense. But also, padded rooms not really used very often. They're more of TV, and at least to my understanding, because it is much more preferable to just strap a raving lunatic down to a bed instead of having them in a room. Padded rooms pretty much would only be for somebody who is constantly a raving lunatic and can't be sedated, because also sedation works pretty well. So yes, this is definitely not a Scum VM game. What does this little walk do? Let's see if I click. Interesting. We've got look at, pick up, talk to, and use. This opens the game up to being a little bit simpler than most things. So let's look at the inventory and look at Harvey. Look at Harvey.
This is my old buddy Harvey.
And let's go ahead and just talk to Harvey.
Hello?
Hello, Edna. What's up?
So we can immediately talk to Harvey. We're totally insane, which will be an interesting spin on a point-and-click adventure, because most point-and-click adventures are based on a level of silliness, but some reality basis. Here we could go into the realm of total insanity, something a la the American McGee's Alice series, or of the two games, Alice and Alice Madness Returns, which he's trying to get funding to make a third game in that series, but it probably is 3 to 5 years before production would even really start.
What is this place?
I have no idea, but I want to get out of here.
Me too. It seems to be some kind of asylum. This must be a misunderstanding. Who the heck are you? And what? You can speak?
I'm your buddy, Harvey. It's a shame you don't recognize me. I'll help you get out of here and try to restore your memory.
So the second game, you're in like a boarding school, so it'd be like...
How's it going, Harv?
I'd be much better if we were
slight
out of here
progress
already.
there of trying to escape a school versus escaping an
I'll
asylum.
go and have a look around then. Maybe I can find a way out of here.
There's probably not too much as far as variety in locations here. I bet we end the game as soon as we break out of the asylum. And if this was a later Daedalic game, they almost certainly would have made a third Edna and Harvey game and then resold the whole thing as a package, like they did the Deponia series. And then if it sold even better, they would have made a fourth game, even though they had sold a package that was labeled the complete adventure or something like that. But I don't know. There definitely is something to be said about a slightly lower sales
I'd
when
like
you
one
have
of those for my deck. I wonder if I even had a deck. I can't
you
seem to
can
remember
see
anything.
she's in her underwear and just this robe. Yeah, female protagonists tend to be fewer of them, and they tend to sell slightly less worldwide. Almost insignificantly, I would say, though.
My most generous hosts have granted me a whole chair.
It'll be weird if we're turning and looking backward a lot, or if she doesn't put some pants on. This animation style also is pretty, what would be the word? Simplistic? Not as professional as I typically would expect. So we can look at the grate, we can look at the door. Being locked in a room is a pretty good tutorial for any point-and-click adventure game, because you have to figure out the buttons.
Hate grates.
So if Harvey can talk, I wonder if we can potentially
It's locked.
just
What
push
did you
him
expect?
through the grate. So let's see if we can put Harvey through the grate.
Maybe you can chew through the bars, Harvey.
I'm afraid I can't. My teeth are made of terry cloth.
Can I just push the grate?
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
What do you want?
I want out of here.
Forget it.
What kind of way is that to treat a guest? We won't give up that easily, will we?
So a lot of point-and-click adventure games come into the level of pixel hunting. With the higher resolution, if there was a tiny pixel somewhere I had to push, it would be somewhat easy to find, unless, of course, it is rather hidden. Let's see, let's look at the pads.
Doesn't look half bad to have upholstery on the walls.
See if we can push the table.
Why should I do that? You're a boring table.
See if we can push the chair.
I've been sitting around here long enough.
See, without the verbs of push and pull, you're kind of
Not
left.
without consulting my interior decorator.
You can see there's a level,
If it was a pool table.
of comedic writing happening here. Of course, this is also going through.
I can't reach between the gaps with my fingers.
Like, this is being translated from German originally, so it will have.
I wonder what the padding is for.
Sound insulation, I guess.
You mean no one can hear us in here?
It's still worth a try.
Will you cut it out in there?
So yeah, there's a translation from German, and this is a Daedalic game, so the spoiler, non-spoiler to know from this, if you've ever played any of the previous Daedalic games, will be that this
Harvey,
will.
Do you want to play emergency room?
Only if I get to play the surgeon.
In that case, I'll give it a pass.
This game will almost certainly have a bad ending, a
How do you feel about
unsatisfactory,
this chair, Harvey?
It's hiding something.
non-happy
You think so?
ending.
It looks so harmless.
That's just a cover, believe me.
Alright, so if Harvey says the chair is
Looking
hiding
at it
something.
closely, the stunning chair likeness of this chair practically jumps out at me.
Use Harvey with the door.
Can you help me open this door?
Sure, I'll just get out my welding torch. But seriously, there must be a way to get out of here.
See, the light lights up, but
Hey! Hello?
Don't make so much noise in there. What do you want?
let's see. Okay, we can have conversations now.
Where am I?
Honey, if I answered that question every time one of you loonies asked me, I wouldn't even have time to go to the bathroom anymore. Listen, honey, I'm not paid for talking. Anything else?
Let's see. Why is it so hot in here? Let me out. It's emergency. Can't help but to notice how skillfully you're guarding this door. Okay. Let's go with this one and see what this does.
Why is it so hot in here?
That might be due to the air conditioner being turned off.
What air conditioner? There's no air conditioner in here.
Do you think the doctor is stupid enough to have an exposed ventilation shaft in your cell? The air conditioner is hidden behind the padding, of course.
Is that so? An air conditioner behind the padding. That does make much more sense, of course.
So, let's just exhaust all of this because that is the typical thing you want to do in a point-and-click adventure, but...
Who am I?
You are by far the most annoying patient I've ever had to guard.
Seriously?
Patient? Am I sick then? I certainly don't feel sick.
Listen, sweetie, you're in a room with padded walls.
There's a lot
Why
of
don't you try to figure it out for
mismatched
yourself?
lip flaps when she talks. They're not even coming close to trying to make it seem like she's saying the words that you're picking. This is, by modern standards, pretty low quality animation with a low quality art style. Maybe I'll grow to love it, certainly.
I'm not insane.
But
Isn't that so, Harvey?
it doesn't seem that
Right,
way.
she isn't insane.
Do you hear? Harvey agrees.
You really are an odd couple, the both of you.
So, do other people hear Harvey, or is that just something that we're going to see from her perspective?
Why can't I remember anything?
I'm not going to explain that to you yet again. Only so you can forget it during your next treatment again.
Let's skip over turn on the AC since that's the right solution.
Let me out. This is an emergency.
Oh, is it?
Let's see what he says about this.
I have to pee.
Ah, the good old I have to pee trick. Truly a classic. Do you honestly think you get to be a warden in an asylum for the insane?
He's
if
the
you ever fall
warden?
for that one?
What if I really have to pee?
Yeah, very clever.
I really have to seriously, urgently go pee.
Don't try that with me. Just don't.
Does this change if we click the same thing multiple
I
times?
really have to seriously, urgently go pee.
Don't try that with me. Just don't.
So it's just going to happen to be the same response each time.
I'm a bit dizzy.
Well, that's probably because of the stale air in there.
Several
I suppose
response.
I could get up now, walk over to the controls of the AC, and provide you with some fresh air. But then again, maybe I won't.
I'm hungry.
Dinner's at 6. It's a shame that all you'll get is bread and water again. It's free choice day at the cafeteria, you know.
I need to check what the weather is like.
Well, the early autumn sun is resting low in an orange sky. The air is so clear that the distant light is sparkling in the mountain reflections. It's around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a lovely day outside.
Interesting it's in
But you won't
Fahrenheit
be able
for
to
the
see
English
it, I'm afraid.
translation, considering how most, even English speakers, use Celsius outside of the United States.
It's much too hot in here.
You can take it.
This is the typical,
I'm mistaken. No emergency at all.
the
That's
typical
even better.
exaggerated horror of asylums. And don't get me wrong, most mental asylums, at least in the United States, are terrible. But the idea of a guard particularly just reveling in being cruel to the patients is not something you would hope to be the case, at the very least.
I couldn't help but notice how skillfully you're guarding this door.
Ah, you noticed that, eh? So you might have also noticed that I have my own technique. I developed it at the last tournament. Yep.
Tournament.
Really? So you're a famous athlete? Do you play on a team or something?
Oh, I play golf. Mini golf. Yep.
So I wonder if we can convince him to mini golf his way to hit the light switch.
Mini golf? I'm getting all dizzy.
And with good reason, sweetheart. You know what? I'll turn on the AC for you. You can cool off a bit that way.
So we sweet talked him, and now we can look at the pad and see if we find
Doesn't
it
look half
has
bad to have
AC.
upholstery on the walls.
Let's see. Use pad. So maybe I've got to now figure out which pad it is, I guess. Seems like there's probably 3 here. No, there's more than 3 options. So we're just gonna smack all the pads that we can hit. And I assume what we're going to do is find the let's see, pick up pad.
I can't reach between the gaps with my fingers.
Let's see, pick up chair.
Not without consulting my interior decorator.
Let's see if we can hit the chair.
I've been sitting around here long enough.
It would be pretty easy, by the way, for her to break off a leg from one of these chairs or tables and barricade herself in, have a weapon. Like, there's a lot of different things that the idea of being in a padded room doesn't make sense at all. See, let's talk to Harvey.
Hello, Harvey.
Hello, Edna. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I can't reach between the gaps with my fingers.
It doesn't seem like anything happened there, though. Like, she's...
Doesn't look half bad to have upholstery on the walls.
Like... We're trapped in this room, and it's starting to drive me a little crazy. Let's see if we can talk to the grate again.
Hey! Hello?
Well, sweetheart, what is it now?
Maybe. Let's see. I feel a little chilly now. Would the heat possibly do something?
I feel a little chilly now. Can you turn off the AC again, please?
No. Fresh air is good for you. And with any luck, it'll make you drowsy.
Guess...
Let me out. This is an emergency.
Oh, is it?
Let's see.
It's much too chilly in here. Can you turn off the AC again, please?
No. Fresh air is good for you. And with any luck, it'll make you drowsy.
So, are we trying to
I really
make the
have to
guy?
seriously, urgently go pee.
Don't try that with me. Just don't.
Oh,
Let's
I'm
see.
mistaken. No
We're trying to make
emergency at
the
all.
guard
That's even
drowsy.
better. Anything else?
Let's talk
I'd
about
like to know more about
mini golf, I guess.
Well, who doesn't? Have I already told you that I play in the professional league? Yep.
I bet Mammy bought the club for you.
Could you let me out and show me some of your golf skills?
You know full well Dr. Marcel forbids that. If you're just trying to annoy me, I'll come in and play some mini golf on you.
Let's see.
And I bet Mommy bought the club for you.
Ha! Do you think that
It
a
was spelled
Babbitt and Son
Mammy,
can be bought in
M-A-M-I.
just any store?
Which is not. So. I guess we should go through all of this, but I'm a little
Where did
tired
you
of
get it?
talking to somebody off
Did you
screen.
steal it? I think this is all very exciting.
Watch your mouth. I've never stolen anything in my life.
Where did you get it then? Is it from the junkyard? You can find the most curious things there.
Watch your mouth. Nobody throws out a gem like a Babbitt and Son.
Where did you get it then? Did you carve it from a whale's jawbone?
Ha! The whale has yet to be born. Whose jawbone can compete with the impact of a genuine Babbitt and Son?
I give up. Where did you get it?
My father made it for me. Jeffrey Francis von Babbitt Sr.
Really?
As he lay on his deathbed, with shaking hands, he handed over his own Babbitt and Son titanium 7 iron. His lucky club. He told me to use it like he taught me.
Let's see. He's a daddy's boy.
I wonder if my father was a mini golfer too.
What did you say, sweetheart? Your father was many things, but mini golfer wasn't one of them.
So I guess maybe
What do
we're
you know
trying to
about him?
pump him for
There are
information.
things that are better left in the past. Oh boy. Her father a mini golfer. That really cracks me up. Thanks for the laugh. Is that all? Or do you want to know anything else?
Let's see.
That sounds like one of those sophisticated father and son relationships.
Yes. My father was a very sophisticated man. He was so suave that he always wore a tuxedo. Sometimes at night, I even put on his top hat.
There's
Just
gonna
to
be a
find out
joke
how it
here
felt
that
to be as
all the
debonair
characters
as
we
my
run
father.
into running
Do
the
you mean
asylum
that
are
kind of
crazy too.
sophisticated?
Well... Anyway, thanks for sharing this completely useless information with me.
Let's see.
You're a real daddy's boy, aren't you?
My father was a great man.
And an incredible mini golfer, I'm sure.
Yep.
See, I don't see a reason to click this.
You know what? I'm not the least bit interested in your father.
Hey, show a little more respect, will you? I can get rather touchy when somebody is trash-talking my father. He taught me everything I know about mini golf.
Interesting.
Will you excuse me for a moment? My rabbit is trying to tell me something.
What? I didn't want to say anything.
Shh. Just play along. This guy is painfully boring.
Still loopy.
So we're stuck in here. It's been 30 minutes, and that's how long I want these episodes to go. As far as I can tell, there's something more we're going to have to do to provoke our guard to come in here. And then we're going to probably have to outmaneuver him, although that would be very much out of the order for a point-and-click adventure game. Now, here's a question. If I hit escape, what happens? Okay. We can save and make a save slot just for that point. And we could look at the achievements and see that probably the first achievement here is escape from the padded cell, although these other achievements are probably spoilers, so we shouldn't look at those any further. Here we have a very generic picture being shown in the pause menu. So far, so good. This really seems like it's more of a very small budget point-and-click adventure game. Not investing much at all in the animation or the background arts. And typically, even when this game had come out, point-and-click adventure games were very well known for having pretty good background art, pretty good character art, pretty good selling points, other than just being a talking game with some dialogue choices. The dialogue seems like it's fine so far, but it is inescapably kind of boring, and they should have never said the word boring in a video game. Like, in general, you should just never say things like boring, because that gets that idea in the player's head. And yeah, we've been in one room for 30 minutes, and we will spend some amount of time in the next 30 minutes also in the same room trying to escape. This has gone past a simplistic tutorial thing down to an actual first puzzle, where ideally I would like in point-and-click adventures the ability to go at least 2 or 3 scenes to pick up items, talk to different people, have some kind of interaction through mobility. This really should have just been something pretty simple, like looking under the chair, finding a screwdriver, using the screwdriver on the door, and that would be that. Even if you had to have a conversation through the grate to tell you to look under the chair in the first place, it shouldn't take this long. We really shouldn't have run into a severely long amount of conversation here. And sometimes in games like this, I wonder if this was an attempt or a thought at like a soft pilot or pitch for a weird German cartoon on TV or something. Like Edna Harvey probably would be a decent webtoon series or a YouTube series by today's standards, and if it had enough budget and enough writing behind it, you could probably turn it into something of slight interest, a la the Monster Girls or Monster High or whatever that cartoon was that happened a few years back. But yeah, that would have required a lot more budget and somebody to pick up that idea. Certainly there have been some games that have been made that felt like they were actually movie pitches or cartoon pitches or story pitches. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like and share and subscribe and comment and watch every second of my videos, because doing any and all of those things tells YouTube that my videos are worth watching. If you want to further follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link down below to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.